Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are finally here, the first episode. I am your host, the most intellectually ratchet, entrepreneur-minded, facetious revolutionary, Renaissance, and you are now tuned in to the Renaissance Report. Hey man, once again, thank you all for tuning in. I am so fucking excited. Like I told you, I am your host, Renaissance, and this is my fucking show. Like, this is me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, man, I just want y'all to relax, enjoy yourself, roll up, pour up a drink. We're gonna have a good time. Defined by Merriam-Webster.com, Renaissance is a noun meaning rebirth or reawakening, revive, or revival as if from death. And that's exactly what the fuck we're here to do for y'all today and for the rest of this fucking show. Wake y'all the fuck up from the dead, bring y'all back to life, which is exactly what I had to do with myself. And that process for me started with step one, which is the process of self-evaluation. For me, y'all, step number one in the self-evaluation process was probably the hardest step because it's a very, very difficult pill to swallow to be able to look yourself in the mirror and be like, man, I'm a fuck nigga, I'm a weak ass bitch, I ain't doing this, I ain't doing that, I don't take care of my kids, I'm out here busting, I'm out here thotting, I ain't got no money, I ain't paying my bills, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get it, like, that shit is not an easy pill to swallow, but at the end of the day, if you want to make a change, you got to be able to identify with what you are, who you are, and say, hey, I want to change this about myself, and like go out and do that shit. In addition to that, like step number two for me was just after identifying that, you got to make a change of like the people that you around, the certain situations that you put yourself in, like all of that stuff matters because you're responsible for yourself, you're responsible for your well-being, you're responsible for all of that. Every situation that you in and everything that you got going on right now is a direct reflection of something that you've done in the past to get you where you are. And you have to understand that and you got to own that shit. And the only way that you can fix that shit is if you say, you know what, I'm fucked up, but you know what, I need to make a change. And and that comes with, like I say, changing and switching friends, you know what I'm saying? Stop being around certain family members. And it's gonna be hard because the motherfuckers gonna challenge you. Like, man, you don't fuck with us no more. You like a whole different person. And to that type of shit, you reply, yeah, I am, because I haven't worked this hard or been out here this long or struggling this long to fucking stay the same person. Like, that's just asinine shit, you know what I'm saying? So when you bring it to your crew or your friends, your family, whoever, like, hey, y'all, this is who I am, this is what I'm trying to be. If they did so they don't come correct or, you know what I'm saying, respect that shit or honor that shit, you know what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple. And step three, after that, you need to just go start hanging around people that are into what you want to be into or who are doing what you want to do or people who you want to be like. You know what I'm saying? Surround yourself with motherfuckers that you want to grow into and that can help you level up, you know what I'm saying, a whole lot faster and stop putting yourself in these weak ass situations where you walking around feeling bad, you don't understand why your life's so fucked up, you don't understand why you always talking so negative, why you always wake up in the morning feeling pissy. Like, it's because of your surroundings, your situation. You have to change that. The more positive situations, the more positive people, the more positive things that you hear, your life starts to be a reflection of that. And on that note, y'all, I'm gonna finish smoking my blunt and we're gonna go to our first commercial break. We'll be right back. I am your professor, Professor Finessa, and I'm not for no bullshit. You are now attending the Renaissance University. This is not your typical college, so get that shit out of your head now. Now, the topic of today's class is self-evaluation. And a great philosopher by the name of Ice Cube once quoted, you better check yourself before you wreck yourself. And to me, that is the true definition of self-evaluation, being able to stop and identify whatever your problem is before it goes too far and you can't change that problem. Can anybody here in the class today tell me what their definition of self-evaluation is?
I can.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Dean of Students here at the university, Dr. Dumpster.
Good morning, students. Yes, my name is Dr. Dumpster. No, I'm not a doctor. Yes, I am a motherfucking superhero. Now, to answer your question, Professor, well, all you got to realize when it comes to self-evaluation is that you all are trash. Trash. And when you're trash, you must then transform reality and stop motherfucking hating. All of you, trash. You trash. You trash. You trash. Purple weave in the street. Flaming hot Cheeto bag. Turd on the motherfucking curb. Trash. Now, anybody have any questions? Yes, young lady, what's your name?
Matthew Asia.
Euthanasia. Yes, question.
Are you high?
Well, to answer your question, I ain't exactly low in this bitch. Now, any more questions, feel free not to stop by my room, room 206. Have a nice day. Thank you very much.
You're not in room 420?
I'm not in that room no more, asshole. Shut up.
Breezy. I'm captivated by the breeze. She blows my hotel parties where the breezes blow. Her zigzag top rolls up the.
What up, y'all? Welcome back to the show. No, we not in the studio. What y'all thought? It's my first episode. I had to do something special for y'all, so I hopped on the bird, man, got in touch with one of my guys, man, and I want to introduce y'all to somebody that I've been knowing since I was a kid, man, probably 10, 11 years old. We played baseball together, man, and just grew up together doing a lot of just outlandish things. And from there, man, this guy has gone on to sell millions and millions of records, make beats and produce for some of your favorite artists such as Justin Bieber, Rihanna, Big Sean, and the list goes on, man. I'm just so proud. I'm just so proud to call this guy my friend, man. I'd like to introduce y'all to co-CEO of The Interns and just a very, very good person and a very, very personal friend of mine, Marcos Palacios, aka Cosign on the Beat. Welcome to the show, dog. Thanks for having me in LA.
I can't believe this happening, man.
Oh yeah, this shit is real, man. This shit is real, man. I'm all about motherfucking making my dreams come to life and just bringing any idea that I have to life, man. I'm not fucking around no more, bro. I'm not.
Yeah, nah, I mean, but it's just crazy because, man, bro, I moved to Los Angeles a long time ago.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's so crazy the sacrifice that gotta go into, you know, really trying to step out and follow a dream. You know what I'm saying? Like, we started off Little League Baseball, you know, and when you that young, you just automatically think in your life, man, we gonna be friends forever, we gonna go everywhere together, like we do everything together.
Then life start happening.
And like, for me, it's like always against how I wanted it to be. What you mean? I wanted my friends with me. And then now, fast forward, we in my studio, we feeling good. We had an incredible, can you say that we had an incredible day?
Oh man, it's been awesome, man. It's been awesome, bro. Like some trill ass shit, bro. Like, man, I done ran into motherfucking Demetrius Shipp Jr., the guy that played Tupac in the Tupac documentary, man. I read into Chicago native, just like myself, Wood Harris, man. Said he want to chop it up, actually, about the show. Said he loved the concept for the show. Read into some more guys, Ryan Leslie, and a couple more good people, man. It just had good energy and positive energy, and it just feel good out here. And it's just like, man, it's just a place to be. Just as far as entertainment, you can just like feel it, just the energy, the vibe. It's here. You know what I mean? Like it's
You in the hub, you know what I mean? You in the hub, and it's crazy because different parts of the world, you know, specialize in certain things. But when it comes to entertainment, Hollywood, Los Angeles, California, the city of dreams, it's like everywhere you go, the city is just dripping with like talent and talent attached to business and follow through.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know, I'm glad that, you know, you came just to, you know, get some sauce and build and expand, but then you going back home to our motherland, Chicago, you know, to just spread the knowledge, man. That means the most.
And
You know what I'm
speaking of
saying?
just ideas and just like building, what sparked your interest just into like just from the beginning, like in getting into music or just like starting in music or just like, okay, you know what,
Oh,
this
that's
is what
my,
I want to do. This
that's
is
my
me.
mom. That's my mom. You know what I'm saying? 100%. And not a lot of people actually knew my mom. My mom cooked for you. You already know what time that is.
Yeah.
So, you know, the parents, you know, who are out there and have children who want to get into music, you know what I'm saying? You know, get behind that dream.
Invest in your kids, man. Stop
Oh.
buying all them expensive ass clothes and shoes, man. Put that money into something that's gonna teach your kid a skill that's gonna get your kid to the next level, because them clothes and them shoes ain't gonna do nothing for them at all.
Absolutely. My mom was a head dialysis nurse, Loyola University, Maywood, Illinois. And while she did her schedule, like if I was in a room making too much noise, doing some type of ignorant shit, She like, boy, when the last time you practiced your saxophone? Man? Like you in there playing, turn all that shit off. Turn all that shit off.
Yeah, just instilling just value.
Pick
like
up
that's
the
not,
horn.
That's not adding value.
Play your
That's
mama
not
a
adding
song while
value.
I'm in here trying to do this. And it was like, man, yo, that discipline, like, man, you know, that's a form of meditation, low key for a child.
Yeah.
And like, not to be asked, but to be forced, yo. I didn't always want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But then like, when you don't have a choice, when it's like you are inside of a program being guided, the way that you start to be able to pick and choose what you want to take with you through life. You know what? It's something about me being good at this saxophone that different things in life continue to come to me, and I'm able to build. And when I go in the studio, for some reason, I just understand melody better because I was playing a melody, singular instrument, solo instrument. And then the discipline, like, yo, you know what? I can't go outside and party and kick it with my friends. For 4 hours, I'm gonna get inside the music, I'm gonna get lost. I don't even know what time it is. When I first started, it was light outside. Now, I've been playing my saxophone, my lip hurt, and it's dark outside. And it's just a grind, man. Like, there's no shortcuts, man, to get rich schemes and the trying to pass go and for $200. That's all bullshit,
Hell
man.
no, hell no, none of that. And just from there, just like your beginnings and starting the music, how did you grow into just like building a business and starting a company? Where did that mindset come in at? Because typically, people who do music, they just really want to just focus on music. People kind of like shy away from the business.
Yeah.
What made you want to actually like get involved with the business?
Well,
and things?
two things, man, you know. One, it was the brotherhood. You know, I have a partner, shout out to my partner too, the other half of the interns, SVP of Def Jam Records. He was always passionate about it, you know what I'm saying? Like, he had some real grown man broke moments to where like there was a level of seriousness about us getting paid, bro. You know, and for me, I've been this spoiled ass musician who mom went above and beyond to like kind of have me in this bubble. And all I knew is if I just kept being good at music, money would come, but I wasn't always as concerned with business. So then over time, you know, we would like really just build the brotherhood and understand what it's gonna take to stack and get to the next level, how to get certain things in place, how to like, man, get some health insurance. You know what I'm saying? You wanna be an entrepreneur, you start up your company and get some health insurance through your company.
Do everything through your company.
Get some life insurance, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Like, before you go buy it, right, here go your budget, like, do some projections. Okay, man, how long, if I don't make another $1, like, how long can I live out here?
Off of what I have now.
Because nothing is guaranteed. So do some hard projections. One thing that I'll say, man, inside of making music, it still makes sense to have a steady stream of income.
Absolutely.
So
Doing anything. And with that, sticking with the topic of the show, like you saying, just like you having to evaluate just yourself on different things like that. The topic of today's show is self-evaluation and how to start the process of getting your shit together, and that's the first step. How has self-evaluation assisted you in your day-to-day and also in your business endeavors?
Well, you know what it is, man. You gotta be connected to the source, bro. You gotta be, bro. Like, you gotta have a spiritual life, man. You gotta have an inner voice. You gotta take that self-meditation time to hear the voice. I remember sometimes I used to drown out the voice with alcohol, bro. Young in the game. I couldn't sleep, bro. My mama did, fam. I'm in this house alone. It's lonely as hell. I wasn't through talking to her. She was still, she could cook so good. What you mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it'd get late at night, man, and I had all, you know, had my Bacardi, had my Hennessy, dog, and I'm 20 years old, 21 years old, I'm in college, bro, doing the most, you know? And I used to drown the voice out, but the voice is so powerful. That internal clock, when you connected to the source, it's trying to lead you in that right direction on your alchemist journey. It's one long journey. So once I started to just quiet the noise, bro, connect to the source, man, really lock in. Take the time to just do some history, like get outside of music for a second and just work on me as a person. Everything, like you start to create this balance in your life. You know what I'm saying?
It's all about the balance.
You know, then like man, it's so crazy, you know, I was doing so much that I hadn't realized how much time I had spent away from my family, dog. Like, even talking to you is crazy. Like, I'm giving you 100% transparency and realness because it's like I'm talking to one of my best friends. You know what I'm saying? So, like, once I got around my friends and just started to just, like, stop for a second to listen, like everything just started to just get better. You know what I'm saying? Life started to just grab a whole nother new meaning. The decisions I started making, the relationships I started to build, things started just coming back into place. And you know, I always said write your life, which was like one declarative statement, but it was like, man, sometimes you gotta rewrite your life. You know what I mean? And it might become a day where it's like, man, you taking it one day at a time and you rewriting.
Yeah, you gotta unlearn all of the bullshit that you done learned, all of the shit that you done went through,
Yeah.
just all of the stuff that you done been taught, and really like go like check yourself and like really like go on this journey for yourself and learn what's out here for you. And lastly, man, to wrap it up with this interview, what jewels or keys or just words of motivation would you give to a young music producer or just an entrepreneur who would like to follow in your footsteps or just utilize your blueprint to get ahead, man?
Yeah, you gotta do what you love, man. You know, because it's work no matter what, man. And, you know, if it look like it's easy, if it look like it's glamorous, like, I promise you, man, we lying, we finessing. Like, they finessing on the TV show, they finessing with the makeup, like.
On social media?
Yeah, like,
everything,
it's a lot.
everything,
It's a lot going on, man.
Everything is a finesse.
Yeah, it's a lot, bro. It's crazy. So, you know, just to have like a real moment, you know what I mean? Like, it's work. So like, do what you love. Like, if you're not gonna get paid for it, you know what I'm saying? It still was like therapeutic for you. It still was like some type of way it was empowering. Like, you were able to help somebody. Like, you know, you were able to do some type of service, because it's just something about when you're doing something that you love, that the way it resonates in whatever field that it is.
As you should. And there y'all have it, man. We here with the Renaissance Report. My man Cosign just gave y'all some jewels. Bro, I appreciate you for being on the show. Thanks again for
It's
having
only
me in
because we
LA
played
in
baseball
studio,
together,
bro.
dog. We played baseball together. We was from Broadview and Maywood. And
This nigga, man.
it's the only reason, bro.
Good morning, Mr. Holiday. I'm here to take your heart rate.
Damn right, it's a holiday. You come up here with all that ass, girl, with the slim thick. Ain't that what they call you?
You ready for your afternoon snack?
I don't need no snack. I want that ass.
I can't stand this shit!
Did you go to school for medical assisting with the hopes of having a bright future and potentially having your own office one day? But all you find yourself dealing with are nasty old men like this? Well, if this is your situation, call Renaissance University. At Renaissance University, you'll get the skills you need to go out into the world to get the things you want and desire, instead of settling for a life of mediocrity and less than you deserve. Call 1-800-LIFE-SUCKS. Again, that's 1-800-LIFESUX. Call and take the leap today.
Me down. Oh shit, we recording? Thank y'all for tuning in to the first episode of the Renaissance Report, man. It's been absolutely fucking amazing. But at this point of the show, this is where we wrap it up. Today we spoke about self-evaluation and the process of getting our shit together. And from this point on, y'all, we gonna have plenty more. I got a little bit of advice for y'all before I get up out of here, and I hope y'all take it and use it. Number one, pay y'all bills and stay the fuck away from these weak ass hoes. We out.